What's up? I'm live. And I swear to God, my room is going to be so hot by the end of tonight. It's not even funny. It's already warm in here. I ran the AC earlier. Alright, enough with the demo. Got the game open in the background. Um, yeah, it's warm in here. Oh, and FNR. Callie, don't ask me. I'm not the one that decides. Ask Max. Yes, that's his name. Yeah, no, FNR for tonight is not happening in 2023. No, we're going to 1999 because I don't think there's much more I can do with Gran Turismo 1 besides just sit there and run the same races for a little bit to earn more money. And I don't really want to do that. I've already got all the licenses. So let's check out the sequel. Although before we get into that, there's some things to talk about. Concrete, if you're still here, I'll answer your question. There's not really a good answer. It really depends on what you want. Um, yeah, I mean, if you like Pokemon Go and you like the thought of moving the Joy Cons around a bunch to throw Pokeballs, then Let's Go is a good bet on that instance. Personally, I'm not a big fan of it though, which is why when I didn't stream it, I played it in handheld mode. More traditional? Yeah, so not so traditional would be Legends Arceus or Arceus if you prefer, which is probably the best Pokemon game released since Gen 5, but it's a very different type of game with minimal battling against other people and more battling against Pokemon, literally. Yeah, it's a good one, isn't it, Tars? I can't say it's my first because I think Gran Turismo, the original, was probably my first. Anyway, um, in terms of best from there, I would not go Brilliant Diamond or Shining Pearl because they're just remastered versions of Diamond and Pearl, essentially. I mean, if you liked Diamond and Pearl but don't like Platinum, or you don't have access to those three games and you want to revisit Gen 4, then that wouldn't be a bad choice. But it's basically just Diamond and Pearl with a fresh coat of paint. It's not even Platinum with a fresh coat of paint, which is the worst part. What was that? I think something is happening in. Yeah. All right. Enough with the replays. Um. Gotcha. So you definitely wouldn't be familiar with that then. Um. Maybe the options menu won't put me in the demo constantly. It's it's hard to say. I mean, if it was Game Boy Color, then it was one of the first two generations. Um, but yeah, Scarlet and Violet are the most recent ones. They give you a fully open world experience. Like, once you get past the first hour or so of the game, where you're pretty much just. You think you have a freedom of choice, but unless you abuse some quirks of the game, you're more or less railroaded onto a certain track. With a little bit of exploration in there. Um, yeah, once you get past that initial hour or so, the game just opens up and everything is there for you to do whatever. But the level curve is set, so you have to do things in a set order. And if you think you can just catch a strong Pokemon and cheese everything, well, guess what? The Pokemon won't listen to you. So, it might work sometimes, but, yeah, good luck with that. It's also not the most optimized game. Pokemon tend to spawn outside of walls. Lag happens a lot, especially I think on the original consoles that you probably wouldn't have gotten if you just got one recently. But since they were a little bit less powerful, I would imagine that the performance is worse. And plus, I think the performance on the cart version of the game is actually worse than the digital version, just outright. So there's that. Sword and Shield, meanwhile, the previous generation, they're fully released. They're not going to ever get another update because that's not how Game Freak operates. They've got DLC released, which. Nice concrete. Well, let me put it this way. Back in 2020, because that's when the DLC released. Mid and late 2020. You were looking at Sword. Yeah. If you were to get the games at full price, so $60 for Sword or Shield, and then another $30 for the DLC, at the time, I would have said that they were worth $60, maybe $70. I was not super fond of the games. They're not bad. They're certainly not as quirky in some ways because Gen 8 was the first one with the wild area, which turned into the open world stuff that you see in Legends and properly open world in Scarlet and Violet, rather. I don't know. It's hard to suggest Scarlet and Violet because they're still in such a rough state. I mean, Terra raid battles are just awful, even solo. Never mind going online with them. And again, the Pokemon spawning behind walls where you can't see them. Guess what? They can appear shiny out there too. So you can miss shinies just because the game lets them spawn out behind walls. That's a great feature. So it's hard to recommend them, but then again, Sword and Shield are hard to recommend because that was the start of Dexit, the start of not being able to pull every single Pokemon from previous games into that game. Which is why, if you run the Pokemon command to look up information on any Pokemon, there's entries for what passports Pokemon have, because that's actually something you need to know nowadays. Although at the moment, home support for Scarlet and Violet rather still isn't a thing, even though we're literally at this point halfway into spring. Not that that matters to you at this point. So yeah, Sword and Shield. I don't know. I personally preferred Scarlet and Violet to Sword and Shield. Yeah, what Callie said. Sword or Shield, honestly, it doesn't matter which one you go with, really. It only affects the version exclusives, which. Eh. And in the DLC, there's actually no version exclusives. You can do whatever you want. Yeah. Sword and Shield are going to give you a better experience in terms of, like, uh, playability, I guess. Because, like I said, Scarlet and Violet, they work. They're fine. They're absolutely playable. But they do have a few quirks to them that may or may never be worked out. I don't know. We're still in the midst of updates, and DLC is coming later in the year. But yeah, Sword and Shield, probably your safest bet. Especially since they're older, you might be able to get them at a cheaper cost, which would help justify them. Definitely not the best story in the series. Definitely not. Yeah. I don't know. Alright, we can continue talking about this, but shall we actually get into the gameplay? It's been almost 15 minutes. Let's get to the game. So, yeah. Um, forget Assetto. We're doing Gran Turismo 2 tonight. And by we, I mean me, because, well, local multiplayer only, you know. And my second controller isn't charged up, because there's no need for it to be. Good map for what it's worth. I might have to disagree with you on that one, Callie. A good map is a bit of a stretch. Anyway, yeah, I went into the options. Oh yeah, Gran Turismo 2, specifically as you can see in the top left, simulation mode. Gran Turismo 2 had as many discs as it did the number in the title. Yeah, it has 2 discs. One for the arcade mode, and see what I mean about it just going straight into replay? The replay feature? You can change that on modern games, but these older ones I didn't see a setting for it, so it just goes into this replay feature whenever it wants, and it doesn't take long. Though, to be fair, you didn't really want to be sitting on the same screen on a CRT, so I don't blame them, but... I couldn't tell you on that one, concrete. This disc doesn't even have an intro. Like, I started it up around the start of the stream expecting to watch the intro, just listen to it for music and stuff. Nope, nothing. Straight to this. I guess the intro is on the arcade disc. It was probably 3. But yeah, Callie, I mean... The map in Sword and Shield is alright. There's definitely a sticking point with the caves. I mean, the DLC did caves way better. And that was more so Crown Tundra. I think Isle of Armor was still alright, but kinda... It was better than the mainland, that's for sure. Plus, you know, Route 10... Caves are annoying, though. I mean, they are. But you need some sort of variety, and then just having some caves be a straight line, more or less. And again, Route 10, need I say more? I'm trying not to spoil things at this moment. So yeah, how many monies do I have? 10,000. Just like every other game. Yeah, I mean... I believe it, concrete. The unfortunate thing is that GT3 was really just a reskin GT2 for the PS2. Which is why I think a lot of people always go to GT4 when they go to the PS2 games. Unfortunately, I can't stream them. I could, but it would have to be via emulator, and I haven't dumped the BIOS for my PS2 yet. I have dumped the game, though. Alright, well, licenses, let's start out with the license test, because that's always what you start with, and oh boy, there's 5 this time. Let's at least get the B license, and then move on to doing some racing. You can definitely tell, though, a bit more polish in this game compared to the original. Toyota Vitz. It has a whopping 67 horsepower. I'm just gonna stick to the default shifting solution, because I don't remember. Hold on. Oh, hey, it's stuck on analog mode. Cool. Yeah, that sure was a test. I didn't realize that it would just go. Yeah, it does take up a fair amount of space, doesn't it? I could have another 3 games in my stack, but I have Gran Turismo 1 and 2, so I only have that many games in the stack. I've got a stack of PS1 games, is what I'm saying. But because those cases are so much wider than everything else. Way too late for gold. Although, that might not be as late. Bloody hell. Hold on. Cool. Let's try again. Nah. Yeah, I personally... I don't remember any of the songs from when I was young, and then nowadays I just don't listen to music, really, while I'm racing. And when I'm streaming, I have to be very, very careful about the music used, so... You know, that's a wonderful thing as well. I mean, I don't have to be super careful, but it's just better than not to be safe about it. I mean, that was dumb because I only made it in from the car sliding on the surface for some reason. I want to try for a gold. I won't spend a half an hour on it, though. Like last time. Right, so if I can figure out which set of pixels I braked on last time and just brake slightly later, that should hopefully be a gold, maybe? That was late. That was very late. Can change how much UI difference there is. I have no control over that. Just there. It's really not a new record, though. I honestly do not know if it's better to rev it up or to bog it. Kind of go for middle of the range revs. I don't know. Also, I am currently using X for throttle input. I tried going with R2L2, but it wouldn't let me assign them. So, not how that works. Oh, that was even earlier. Yeah, see how the world is, like, moving underneath of the car? Okay, well, now that I'm actually stopped, I don't know. Things are weird. Pushing the X button harder makes me go faster, right? Just like how pressing the square button harder makes me stop faster. I mean, to be fair, this is a DualShock 3, so it does have pressure-sensitive face buttons. I don't think it works with PS2 games, but it's there. It was still too early. I feel like it's only getting slower. It's science. Hey, good to know that I'm not the only one that thinks that. Really interesting how it starts on 2 instead of 3. I also have yet to try the steering input in this game because... Straight line. Yeah, I literally didn't do any testing in advance. Just boot the game up, change the options, and we're live. Did a little bit more with GT1. But to be fair, part of that was trying to get the graphics to not look like complete shit, but also... You know... With how close that is to the line, good enough. I'm not going to try... And, there we go. Oh, cool. You can literally just go between them here. Very nice feature. Just has everything already loaded into memory, just gotta load it and go. These older games, Concrete, are way more picky about being pixel perfect on the inputs. That's how it wasn't good enough. Like, you have to be perfect with everything just about to get a gold most of the time. Yeah. So break before 900. Got it. Which is also why I'm not going for gold on all of them, because it's ridiculous. And also, it's a PS1 game being played on a DualShock 3, you know, a PS3 controller in 2023. I'm used to my Xbox One Elite controller, or Xbox Series Elite. It's a Series 2 Elite controller, whatever it is. It's not actually Xbox One, technically. The level of precision, the difference in level of precision between this and that are ridiculous. Some people might want to grind out all the golds. I don't care at this point in time. I tried on GT1, came to a conclusion that after 30 minutes, I think I finally got it, maybe, but maybe not. I don't think I did, actually. I did get a couple of golds, though, along the way. But... yeah. Just barely. Okay, so it's before the 9, but not much before the 9. 900. You know what I mean? Let's see. So if it was... there, then I probably want to break right about here. Not there. Couple of frames later and it would have been good. Nearly. This time. This time. Better this time. You know, I wonder if turning on the smoothing and whatnot, the upscaling, would actually help. I feel like it probably wouldn't. But maybe. Also, that's a gold. Yeah, I told you it was this time. The rear tires were still on the line, though. Like, I guess the contact patch that they actually use, or the point, rather, that they used to detect where the rear tire was just beyond the white line, but that was still almost certainly on the line. Alright, well, I got a gold medal, at least. So, woo. Can I do corners now? I didn't actually read what the thing said. Nope. Hey, look, a skyline. Look at this car that only makes 276 horsepower because it's by law that it has to, so it definitely doesn't have anything more than that. Oh god, where am I going to have to slam on the brakes for this boat? Not ready for turning yet, clearly. Okay, the brakes are better than I thought they would be. Fair enough. Damn. Okay. I keep trying to press X to advance through that, but you have to press start. Which is why if you see the UI change, but nothing else happen, that's why. I'm trying to go through it, but not the right button. Yeah, just a bit outside. Hey, look back. Yeah, that looks like a skyline, more or less. As does that. Now, I didn't think that was that much later, and yet. I'll give it one more go, just to see. The good thing about this test and the previous one is that the line in the middle of the road that I'm using as a braking reference is underneath the gantry, so it's easy to identify. That was late. That was very late. Alright, well. But yeah, because it's underneath of the 900 gantry, I actually remember which one it is, rather than, you know, trying to identify which one it is as the pixels in the distance become less blurry and actually become something. Acceleration, hey, circle track. Oh, right, circle track. That's right, they had the circle track in this game, didn't they? Oh dear. Not great, not terrible. Tell you what, if I get it first try on a silver, I'll give it another go. But only one. There we go. Yeah, I think the trick to that is just minimize the radius of the circle while you're still going slow enough to easily do so. And then once you're up to speed, just try and keep it tight, but not too tight, so you can carry some amount of speed. Won't work so well for this one. Can't stay flat with this. I want to actually check something, so... Okay, so it is binary. Damn. I was hoping that maybe it would sense the fact that the face buttons are not really digital, but no, there's no pressure sensitivity detected with it. Nice. We really don't need to watch a replay of all these. Basics of cornering. There we go. Yeah, when you're not having to be pixel perfect with going from throttle to brake, it's one thing. Or getting golds. That was good, right? That was horrible. Not even silver. Alright, let's see if I can do that a little bit better. I don't know how much speed I can or can't carry through the turn. Okay, maybe a bit more speed than that. I wish you could just restart. But that's only a feature in the newer games. Fortunately. Alright, well, it's a silver. Good enough. This is just B license. Also, sup, Bulldog. So we're only just getting started. We'd be further into it, except I spent almost 15 minutes talking about Pokémon. Can you blame me? For nostalgia. Hello? I'm glad I was holding down the throttle. Where was the countdown? PS3, please. Why has it got to be a Sylvia? Is it a Sylvia? I mean, it... Yeah, no, that's a Sylvia. Just talking Pixelmon. Yeah. I've never done Pixelmon. Doesn't really interest me. I am at least aware of it. Oh no, it is an Integra. Huh. It's hard to tell in the pixel soup. Like, the taillights... What the hell? Ah, gotcha, Bulldog. Well, that explains the understeer on power. Okay. I mean, that's... In the pixel soup that is that front end, that looks close enough to a Sylvia, does it not? The rear end, though, I will admit, definitely looks more Integra. The understeer on throttle should have been a definite indicator to me, though, because I can actually feel that. Alright, enough! I don't know if that's just how the game is or if that's a PS3 emulation issue. Just need Sonic for your phone. I'm trying to correct it. Alright, it's over. Good enough. No time to actually start there. And again, in case you don't believe, look, it's a PS3. A genuine PS3. If you really don't believe me, I could go shove my fan, or my microphone back out the rear exhaust next to the fan. Jesus Christ, is it loud. Alright, another Integra thing. Alright, throttle on the thumb, yes. That's... yeah, glad I did that. Yeah, I don't remember playing this game too much when I was young, probably because by the time that I really would have remembered it more so. The PS2 had already come out, and I was playing that. Plus, I've played other things like Spyro, for instance. So that was also taking time away from this. But, yeah, I don't know. F-106, that's a game I've never played. God damn it. See, especially in the replay that does that. Could have gotten back to throttle there a little bit sooner. Yeah, no, it's not great, is it? But I didn't see an option for these. Also, that's only off of gold by like 200ths. So. Last turn. Let's watch the demonstration for this. How's the AI do it? I'm sure they do well. Oh, sure, they get a countdown. I better get a countdown, too. A little wide there, but okay. And I'm sure if that had kept going, they would have crashed into the wall. Ford Cougar with 172 horsepower. Yeah. Fast chicane it is. Honestly, probably should have watched that for the other ones as well. Bigger than Lake Home. Stop sliding, your front wheel drive. Yeah, Ford Cougar. That's what it said. It might have been marketed as a Ford to the Japanese. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is with it. But considering Polyphony has always kind of done things in a weird way because of the, you know, the fact that they're Japanese, have a very different car market to us here in the States, I don't know. When did they discontinue Mercury? Late 2000s, was it? I don't remember. Oh, good, same car. Same car, same chicane, just faster into it. So, longer run up or rolling start? Completely butchered the first part of that, but the exit was good at least. 2011, was it? Ah, it was close. Honestly, with how many car brands got killed around the late 2000s, early 2010s, it's hard to remember exactly who went when. Yay! Let me do that test again, though. Solstice wasn't a terrible car. I'm never going to get gold with how I'm entering that first turn, but whatever. That still wasn't as good. It doesn't matter. I'm not going for all golds. I can get a gold every now and again. And yes, it's recording the records because it has multiple slots to fill out. So that's why. They improved the trophy system a little bit in this game compared to the original. Alright, now we have to exit. Yeah, there's a lot of understeer, especially when you try to then get onto power, because front-wheel drive. Game might load eventually. There we go. I'm not gonna bother with another license just yet. Well, go race. I can't go race yet. North, east, or west? Or south? I don't know. What's where? Okay, where is the used market? Yeah, they brought the bets back. That was the first test, and I could not get a gold in that test for the life of me because I didn't feel like wasting the time to do that. British and German north, French and Italian west. In the east is everything Japanese. And then in the south is American and anything else. Oh, in real life. Gotcha. Oh boy, Vector. This is actually in a game. Yeah, I can definitely afford that. Alright, so I'm guessing if I were to go into here, there is going to be, yes, used. What's Mazda got since I'm here? Okay, I just can't scroll through it without... Interesting. Yeah, Plymouth used to be a thing. Okay. You know, I never got my CRX in the original. Can I get a CRX in this one? Or are you only going to give me a Del Sol? Ooh, 91 SI. 5600 too. There are more here. I do like me a good CRX though. With the spoiler. Excellent. 157 horsepower. So I guess it's an SIR then? That's... Yeah, no, it's definitely not American market spec, that's for sure. In the US, they only came with like 100... 100. I think it was 105 the first year or two, and then 108 the other 2 or 3 years. The old's 442. Nice. I hardly touch a Seto anymore outside of FNR, so I don't have anything like that. You actually say what this is? I mean, it's got to be the B16, right? It doesn't outright say it. No, it says single overhead cam. That's the D16. Huh. Again, when I see 157 horsepower out of a CRX, I expect that to be the B16, but B16 was, I believe, double overhead cam. It also had VTEC. 16 valve cylinder head? No. So, a V16 has 16 cylinders in 2 rows of 8 configured as a V, right? 16 valve engines tells you how many valves there are on the head of the engine, and that is not related, I mean it is, but it's not related to how many pistons there are in the engine. You can have 2 pistons per engine, 2 valves per piston, my mistake, 2 pistons, 3 piston, or I keep saying pistons, 2, 3, 4, 5 valves, even more potentially, but you really start losing the benefit of having that many at that point. But multiple valves per cylinder. The valves control, well, what's allowed to go into the cylinder, and then also what's allowed to go out of the cylinder. So a 16 valve 4-cylinder engine like is in the CRX, that has 4 valves per cylinder, 2 intake, and then 2 exhaust valves. Nah, it's alright, Bulldog. Yeah, I'm gonna buy the CRX, because why not? It's probably going to do poorly, but hey, you know what? I want to try it. Like I said, I like me a good CRX. I probably could have just gone to the racing straight from there through the top icons, but never mind that. Actually, hold on. We gotta do the first thing. It's a used car. Is it under car wash, or is this literally just a car wash? 5,000? No. That's one hell of a car wash you get. Yeah, that is a great thing about that, and other games like it, but especially Assetto with how moddable it is. Was the oil change really only a thing in newer games? I guess so. Can you change it at home, maybe? Yeah, I guess. Guess it's only in the newer games. Right, because this... I'm just so used to, you know, like, you gotta change the oil. Sure, get in it again, why not? You gotta change the oil, because that always gives you more power. So just always change the oil before you go racing. If it's not a thing in the older games, then it's not a thing in the older games. Gran Turismo League. Japan Nationals, French, yeah. So there's the Nationals. I don't know if I will have the performance for any of these. Let's see, that's IB, and then that's IA. Let's see if I made a mistake. About 197 horsepower. Boy, the power requirements go up very quickly, don't they? Go. I'd really like to be able to stream 3 and 4, but like I said earlier, I have to either... neat. I have to either deal with emulating it, which is always questionable, but... yeah, I have to either emulate it on PC, Oh, neat. Or I'd have to buy another thing, which I can absolutely not afford right now. So, yeah, they were different licenses. I was holding R2. I'm a little down on power for this, but CRX has been referred to in the past as a pocket rocket, so don't doubt it. See? Plenty of power. Midfield Raceway was in GT2. Wouldn't have thought that. But it is. Here it is. This is the original version of Midfield. Interesting. Overshot a little bit. Yeah, hi guys. You caught up because I did a silly thing. Oh, they're so loud. Nope, I'm going off track. It's okay, I'll just overtake them again down the long front street. Why are you braking? Oh, you really don't turn, do you? Not like that. Yeah, I don't know why. It might honestly be down to the PlayStation 3. Who knows? I'd be playing this on a PS2, but I can't stream that at the moment. Go, little CRX, go! Then again, compared to these other cars, maybe it's not so little. Downshift. What is this, GTA? No. Stop driving like it is. Damn it, me. Well, I'm also trying to brake really late, which isn't helping. Less janky collisions between the vehicles, that's for sure. Thank you for pushing me. On rails AI. Actually helpful in that instance. Please stop. No! Looked like you were inside that car. Ah, don't worry about that. That's just PS1 things. Oh man, the mesh is so low res. I'm not going to be able to get first by the line, but I can at least get second. I got first by the first turn, though. Wonder if I would do better not using the analog stick. Nice. Continue, I guess. Nissan March, what about the other months? I don't know, ask Nissan. Yeah, I can't do the next one. I don't have that license yet. Trying again. Because there's no reason why I shouldn't get gold in this race. I just have to not drive like shit. And of course there's the bot. Well, tough shit, bot. You're waiting a minute. Oh, you stupid AI. That was me pausing the game during the intro bit. I was hoping that maybe I'd be able to skip over that little bit before the countdown, but no. I said before, this isn't GTA. I'm doing the stick flicking like it's GTA, though. Carried a bit more speed through. It's just a reminder, Bulldog. There will be ads, but not during the gameplay. That's one thing I don't do as much as possible, is run ads during gameplay. If I'm gonna run ads, I always try and take a break. And there's pretty much never circumstances where I actually need to run ads during gameplay. Hunt the Streamer is like the one instance as of late where that's been a thing. Come on. You remember how I called the CRX a pocket rocket before? It's not a handling car. That much should be obvious. They're back there somewhere. I think I just take that that turn really poorly. There might be. Well, there probably is. But that costs money. There, I won this time. Alright. Whoa, I went fast. And I got more money as a result. Save. Slot 2, yes. Slot 1 is basically full because of GT1, so I need to save to slot 2. Which I probably should have just set it up so that slot 2 was actually slot 1 and vice versa. Swap the virtual memory cards around, basically. Didn't you? Now I have to figure out what to do from here. I mean, I could do another license test. But that's not going to do me any good for doing this next thing, since about 295 for... Yeah, no. CRX ain't doing that. Endurance. I just want to look at this before I take my break. Okay. Yeah, that's... Yeah. That's quite a ways. Better at the license test than you are. Thanks, I guess? I don't know. I'm not doing anything special, I'm just hoping that I do well? I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, no thanks, especially in this game on a PS3 controller. I'm gonna take a short break, stand up, stretch, and all that good stuff. If you're able to do so as well, maybe consider doing so. You know, it's good for you. You can go get some food, something to drink, go to the bathroom, especially after watching this BRB screen for a couple of minutes. You'll want to, probably. Sorry, but doesn't it look so nice? At least it's not that loud, the sounds. Anyway. Yeah, when I come back, after the ads are done, we'll get back into more GT2. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do. Maybe a license, maybe try and figure out another car to do other stuff. Yeah, exactly. I am going to run some ads, though. It's the only time during the stream that I run ads, besides the very end of the stream. That way they don't interrupt gameplay, and almost more importantly, in a way, the pre-rolls get blocked for the next hour. Not blocked, disabled. So there's no chance of... well, I will not run mid-rolls during gameplay, and then the pre-rolls don't roll either for an hour after these ads. Which is why it's good to run them, and why I actually do run them. Because otherwise, if it wasn't for that, I probably wouldn't run them, because ads pay not much. Anyway. Like I said, I'll BRB. Alrighty, I am back, and just before we get back into it, I do just want to mention there's a bunch of goals going on, carried over from last month into this month. We haven't even hit the first one, and it actually would be really cool, whether through resubs or tips or bits or what have you, if we hit that first one before Monday, because, well, I ain't gonna be ready with Brilliant Diamond by then. But yeah, all those are there. And there's a whole bunch of stuff on there, including a setup tour. I know it's quite pricey, but to be fair, those goals were intended to be, you know, like 2 months worth of goals combined into one. So I normally have like $250 this year for each month. But obviously we came nowhere close to $250 by the end of May, so yeah. Look, I'm not asking for much. I'm not trying to ask for much. Just asking for a little bit of help. And I know, it's tough times. It's only going to get better in the coming months, I'm sure, but... well, you know how it is. A lot of time in this streaming thing. But anyway, that's all there. You can look at that more if you want. Exclamation point goals, blah, 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 blah. Anyway. Yeah, too real. Right. Anyway, shall we get back to the gameplay now? Let's do a license test, because I didn't really think over it. And I could afford a new car, but let's just see what a license has to offer. High-speed braking. Oh boy, more straight-lining things. Isn't that so exciting? Oh, good, and it's with an R32 as well. So, rolling start, apparently. Oh wow, yeah, no, that's basically where we started out at last time. Yeah, I thought that would still be a little early, honestly. That doesn't surprise me in the slightest. Okay, I mean, I'm technically stopped within the box. Barely within time. If it upshifts, it's too late. Yeah, well, I'm trying to get a feel for where to actually do it, which is why it was so late. I don't know exactly where to do it. That was still late. Or was it? Okay, we'll just gold the first test. Why not? That's interesting. I went on the brakes just as it upshifted into 5th. I was actually basing it based on my speed on the speedometer. I was a little late getting to the brakes, I thought. But apparently that was the perfect strategy. Just, yeah, okay, right as it shifts up. Why not? Cornering and braking. Oh boy. Where are we braking in a corner? Oh, it's a custom bit. Got it. Oh. I see. I see. Get a demonstration for this one, just to see what the AI does. Problem you have when you do Bahrain? Yeah, I mean, it's not the easiest thing. Of course. That's how they get the gold. Yeah, it's not a simple turn, that one. You definitely have to be careful with it. Very gentle on the brakes, trail brake it in. Not the simplest thing. I mean, that's a gold. I'm not going for gold. I don't really care if I get a gold, but if I get a gold, I'll... Sure, why not? I'm not golding all the license tests. Not purposely, at least. If it happens, it happens, but it's not my objective. Yeah, okay. Never making it around that turn like that. Not quite. We'll give it one more go. I'll give it one more actual go. Because the lack of a countdown. This is way slower. Way slower. Yeah, oh well. Yeah, I wasn't off by much, just 7/10 faster and it would have been, or hundredths faster and it would have been fine. Oh well. Like I said, I'm not going for all golds. You know, I really am not a fan of these tests that don't count you in. Little wide on exit. That's alright. $27,000. I'm very good at getting just off of the gold medal. But that's the point, it's supposed to be difficult to get golds. Too slow. Way too slow. I don't think so. Oh well. Silver's good enough. The Integra's back. I like how they specify it's the Japan model. As if it being a Honda isn't proof enough that it's a Japanese model. Well, I guess maybe it would be in Europe as a Honda, but here in the States it was Acura. Yeah, that was far off the apex. I mean, it's a good car for these tests. Can't doubt Yeah. Can't deny that. Can't carry that much speed through. Hey, Ewok, what's up? I'm trying to not drive poorly. That's pretty poorly, but I'll see where it goes. Yeah. Almost a bronze. Damn it, kiosk. That's gonna have to wait. Losing too much time on that. Good enough. Uh-oh. FR. Same turn, but now the car wants to oversteer instead of understeer. Whatever shall I do? I technically never did that with the Integra. I should have, but I reset before I got to that point. Damn it. Wasn't on the throttle soon enough. It's okay, this won't come near golding anyway. Yeah, okay. Oh wow, it just... Are you sure this is rear-wheel drive? Because that felt like a lot of on-power understeer to me. Like front-wheel drive levels of on-power understeer. What am I doing? Nope. Couldn't get it back. Use explosives racing line, but there's nobody around for me to hit. How am I supposed to do that when there's nobody else on the track? Too much of a slide. Way too much of a slide, but it's a time at least. It's not a good time. We'll get it one of these times. I want a silver. It really does like snapping around. Good enough? Good enough. Less than 3/10 off of gold. Good enough. S turns. This should be fun. What are you doing, AI? Let's just launch the car into the barriers, because we expect it to be on the other side of the track. Yeah, 3000 GT. Now, does this have rear-wheel steer? Is this a model that had rear-wheel steer? It's probably not modeled if it did. Why does it look like the Integra? Because there's only so many pixels to work with on a PS1. Yeah, over towards the wall again. Oh hey, that was a gold. Not even trying for that. Alright, well, next one. Is that a Supra? Wait, I should wait to make that joke until after I've loaded in. That a Supra? I mean, it's slow, but sure. Good enough right off the bat? Yep. Okay. That was slow, but so well controlled that it was a gold right off the bat. I didn't see what this one was. I went through it too fast. Yeah, Storm GT2. Well, if we're not going to have modern day FNR, damn it, I'm going to have 1999 FNR. That was totally good enough for a bronze. To be fair, I am just being thrown into most of these tests blind, so the first time I see it. I don't think that was much better. It's a little better. I'll give it one more go to see if I can get that time down any further. I'll give it one more go where I don't screw it up. That line was horrible. Oh well. Super's back. That's one hell of a replay. I should know by now. Just hold the throttle. Just hold it. How was that counted as legal at any point? Jesus, that was so much borderline cutting the track. But, I mean, I technically got my A license. Again, I should really just switch the memory cards around so I don't have to tab over to memory card 2. But that requires quitting out of the game. I don't want to do that. Hot shush. I'm going to try again, because I want to. I don't think that was much better. Yeah, definitely not better. Oh well. Alright, I got another license. Now to go do a B license race after I pick up another car. What's this go to? I honestly don't remember. Oh, just the main screen. Okay. Well, what's the racing like? First off, what's the other stuff, like special events? Oh, Sunday Cup. And the Clubman Cup. The FF Challenge and FR and all this stuff. Free. I'm worried. Well, it's the Sunday Cup. There's not going to be any super powerful cars here, right? Right? I mean, it's technically open to whatever. What could go wrong entering my CRX into a open race? At Tahiti Road, of all places. I don't know this track off the top of my head. No, it actually genuinely looks like it's a Sunday Cup race. As you would hope. I mean, it's Sunday Cup after all. Checkpoint. Can you tell what era this video game was made in just by that? Calling sectors... the end of one sector, the beginning of another sector, that line, a checkpoint. Yes, hi, your cars turn better. And also you know when to brake, whereas I don't. Guess what? I have more top speed! On my way. A little bit of airtime there. Don't wash into the pits. You know, I can almost read that pit entry sign there saying to go left when I get right next to it. Yeah, that works. Okay, you can actually carry a fair amount of speed through there if you line it up right. Same thing there, which I did not do, so the AI are buzzing very annoyingly behind me. But not if I look back. I was late again. This isn't GTA. Yeah, the collision physics are definitely much improved from Gran Turismo 1. The original. The cars aren't moving around ridiculous amounts anytime they come into contact. Just small little movements. Okay, not going into pit lane. Cutting it close, but that's the point. And I win. There we go. Waiting for it to accept my input to advance. Woo! Doesn't pay out super well. But that's alright. Do enough of these races and I'll have plenty of money to buy something faster. and I can actually start doing the events that are A class or require the A license. Hold on, I'm looking at something. Alright, on to the next race of the Sunday Cup. Words hard, yes. I'm honestly so used to seeing like Sunday and Clubman Cup. Excuse me, that's a silver trophy, is it not? But I won. Yeah, whatever. I'm so used to seeing those as like regular events that seeing them in the special events category or whatever is kind of weird. And yes, I'm opting just to use the automatic shifting because PS1 game, DualShock 3 controller, I'm having to use the face buttons to accelerate and brake, just... I'm taking the easy way out for this one. It's Sunday? Yeah, no, in-game. These cars are a bit faster, that's troublesome. Oh, it doesn't turn. Okay, just wall ride it. Nobody will notice. Thank you for being banked in like the modern days where you're not. Actually, is it banked in GT7? I don't know. I don't have that game. I've not paid much attention to it. I know they redesigned the track a little bit. Turned in a little too soon. I'm getting slowed down by the stupid AI. Holy crap, I actually carried more speed through the turns than them. Go, little CRX, go! Having a pit entry on the front straight is still kind of weird. I won! With a car that was probably much slower than the others in reality. I mean, it wasn't massively slower, obviously, but I feel like that was really pushing what was doable with the car, considering the, well, strengths of the car, and the fact that it was a top speed oriented circuit. Like, CRX is pretty good in a straight line, don't get me wrong. Especially this one with 150-some horsepower. Red Rock Valley. This game was, or this track was also in Gran Turismo 3, I want to say? But otherwise has not existed ever in the series. How fast are the cars going to be this time? Might as well try it, right? Maybe it'll be better than the last race, because the last race was just pure speed. I don't think it's going to be the case, though. Yeah, I'm not, like, overly familiar with the circuit to the point where I know the layout that well, but I am familiar enough with the circuit that I recognize the layout. And I might have a vague idea of roughly where it goes. That's about it. Okay, I just didn't have to slow down at turn-in, or just before turn-in, because I slowed down well in advance. It lost me a little bit of time, but so what? Close enough, right? Oh, they were so much faster. Stop slowing me down! Stop it! Where's the track go? Okay, that way. I missed. Hard to block when you miss. Come on, give me fourth. Really would have appreciated fourth. There's fourth. I was like 1 mile an hour off of getting it. Oh, that's the wall. Red Rock something or other, I think. I don't know, I just looked at it like 2.5 minutes ago. Don't ask me. Can you not? Can really see how on rails the AI are. Thank you. Totally legitimate win. Wait, the Audi that was behind me was actually not the second place finisher. It was the Sylvia that was on the left. That's mildly amusing. Red Rock Valley Speedway, that's what it is. I'm just getting all the money now. What do we get? another car that's like 300-ish horsepower. Something not Japanese, so that I can use it in a different championship. Well, it could be Japanese, honestly, it doesn't matter. If I wanted to do all the races, I'd have to get cars of varying levels anyway. I don't know why it's showing silver cups when it was, you know, gold. But whatever. Oh, there's a lot of stuff here. 80s sports cars. Here, sports cars. Station Wagon Cup. I don't think the CRX is a station wagon. And the funny thing is that, well, nowadays, the CRX would probably be considered a historic car. Not at the time. It was only like, heck, this car. This is a 91 that I've been driving. That was less than 10 years old when this game came out. That is a scary thought. God, I hate that. Was in the North City, British and German. Yup. Aston Martin would definitely have a good car, right? Does Lotus have anything budget? No. 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 I was looking for a used market. That's not there. I'm sorry, an Esprit V8 SE is 226,000 credits. What the hell? Alright, who would have used? Audi? No. Volkswagen? No. Does anybody have used besides the Japanese? Oh yeah, you want a Porsche in your game? You can't have Porsche, but you can have rough. Because, you know, exclusivity bullshit. Right. I mean, honestly, like, does anybody have a used car market besides some of the Japanese dealers? Because it really doesn't seem like it. What would be a good mid-level car? I mean, I guess like a BMW could be good, for instance, if I want to go something more European. But what does BMW have that I can afford? Probably nothing. Yeah, nothing. What about American dealerships? Dodge, Ford, Chevy. Dodge is probably primarily just the Viper. Acura, maybe? I mean, it's basically Honda. No. NSX? And the Integras. Yeah, I could buy an Integra. Type R for only 16 grand. And then I could go up to almost 100 grand for an NSX. So I guess my best bet would be something in Japan. Mazda got used. I don't have a ton of money. Only 21 grand. Basically all RX-7s. I mean, just... what's the stats on it? 261... 2,700 pounds, though. That is quite heavy. Compared to a CRX, at least. To be fair, CRX is fairly light. What's this button? I don't actually remember, and it's not labeled. Ah, dimensions. Let me get back to that point that I was on. Yeah, I mean, it would work. Something. Sure, why not? Yes, get in the car. Yay. Can I afford to put anything on it with 500 credits? Probably not. Nope. I'm gonna go ahead and say no. I can't. While I was in there, I should have used the top left menu to get to here faster. Forget that that's a thing. Let's try this race. Surely it won't go poorly. I mean, if I could win the first race with a car that was around 50 horsepower down, then surely it won't be too bad off of in a similar situation for the second one, right? Right? By the way, is this still set to... yes, analog mode. I seem to be fine on the power front. Yep, bullied. I remember sometimes struggling, I don't know if it was license tests or race events in, I think, GT4. Do that S's, those S's there. Just because with the faster cars, it doesn't become trivial anymore. You know, it's no longer just flat out. You actually have to be careful with it. Speaking of being careful with it, please stay on the road. Yeah, I think the worries of this car being too slow were a non-concern. Yeah, that's how you do that. I like the AI running off into the dirt. Also, this chicane, if you want to call it that, that S-bend or whatever. Almost went too wide out of there just with this car. Tried to carry the speed. Did not work as well as I had hoped. this third gear. Didn't want to shift down at first. There we go. Amazing how much of a gap I just made on them. Now who's running into the grass? I said it before, but the reason why I'm not running manual is because what I'm used to is using Y and B, or triangle and circle in this case. And the problem is, I can't really do that because I have to use X or cross, if you prefer, and square for throttle. I'm not going to use the stick. I could, I'm not going to. I've never done that. Like, actually. And I don't want to try and use the bumpers. Because again, I'm just used to certain things, so since I'm stuck to the face buttons on the controller for steering, I just, for simplicity's sake, just stick with automatic. It's not necessarily as good, but doesn't really matter that much. It's not going to gain me so much more time, it's just a little bit nicer. Let's see what this shows. Oh yeah, using manual absolutely helps. It's just, with this particular setup, I'd rather not. Yeah, somehow I feel like I'm not going to beat that with the RX-7. Against an NSX as well. I don't think so. With a bit of tuning, sure, but if this is anything like GT1, you're better off just buying a faster car than actually tuning. The gains relative to the cost of it all, you know? That's primarily why I'm not playing that tonight, because I didn't want to just sit and do the same races over and over again just to get enough money for the other events. That's International B. Alright. Let me save the game real quick since I messed up and didn't actually save. Can I do that under here? Well, there's my, my stats. Where do I save? Yeah, I don't think that's what I want. I don't remember how to save on this. I mean, yeah, whatever. Doesn't matter. The bot hasn't messaged yet, but I am going to take a break at this point. I didn't see it in there, Bulldog. I don't know what the car in San Andreas is that you're referring to. Anyway, I'm going to take a short break. Again, stand up, stretch, and all that good stuff. You know the drill at this point, right? Unless you came in the last hour, I guess, but... yeah, I'm going to run some ads, though, during the break. It's the only time during the stream that I run ads. And said ads will be over before I return. And also, said ads also disable pre-rolls for the next hour, so they're worth running in my opinion. Because you're not going to miss anything that you actually want to watch. Unless you really enjoy watching this AFK scene, which, I mean, fair enough. It's a really good scene. Might make you have to pee after a little while, but beyond that. Yeah, you save after the races. We're on the main menu. Yep. I know that there's a save option out there, I just don't feel like tabbing back. It would probably be fine, but... Anyway, like I said, I'm going to take a break. And when I come back, we'll continue with more of this. Heck, maybe we'll do another license test, or maybe I'll buy another car or something. I don't have the money to buy another car. At least not a cheap... not an expensive one. Maybe a cheap one, but I think it would have to be Japanese since I couldn't find the used car dealerships elsewhere. Anyway, BRB. Alrighty, I am back, and, I don't know. Game? Game. What's under machine test? I think it... Well, besides the wheel shop, it's the only place I haven't visited. Literally just that. Figured as much. And the wheel shop is just... exactly what you'd think it is. Which, it's kind of weird that there's a wheel shop in GT2 where you hardly ever see the rims on the car. But I guess in the garage, if you look at it there, you see them. Seems a little bit unnecessary. Anyway, what can I get into trouble with now? Thing in the FR category? Clubman Stage R5. Have to get an IC to go any higher. IC license. Might have to do that before the end of the stream. Just because. Really? I do appreciate that they have the Doppler effect implemented to some extent in this game. Because you can hear the revs are higher pitched as the camera is approaching, but then as soon as it gets to the car, it drops off and normalizes. Car. Faster. Faster. Too fast. Did not touch the wall. Probably will here though. Yep. Minor scrape. One thing I really don't miss about driving with joysticks and controllers in more serious racing titles, if you can call Gran Turismo serious at least. It wasn't bad for its era, after all. Oh, that was it. I wish you could do more than 2 laps on some of these. The imprecision of the joystick relative to what you get with the wheel is just awful. New car! I forgot to save again. I got a new car. Oh boy. What is it? Oh sure, don't tell me what the new car is, that's fine. It's a Salady. What if I don't want a Salady? Yeah, I don't like the Salady purely because I like the 240 much more than I like the Sylvia. Well, 180? Either way. I do not like that swap personally. 240 or 180 SX. There's no more races I can reasonably do here. Like, I could try this, but that's gonna be too fast most likely. And then I don't have a car for any of those. These both require IB, and then this is gonna be IA. Yep. Rally events are rally events. The endurance events are long. And how long is all night? I don't know, but I'm not actually driving all night. Special events. I could do that. Do the Clubman Cup. With a car that's probably way too fast. Look, if I'm just going to be winning anyway, I might as well just make it easier for myself, because it's going to happen one way or another, right? RX Salady or RX-7. Is that a classic Mini? All the wheel spin. Oh god, where's the corner? Where's the corner? Not enough pixels. This is not the Rome circuit I'm used to. You just slammed into that wall, AI. Good job. Although, to be fair, this is vaguely like the GT5 rendition of the track, isn't it? Vaguely. Like, the layout of it is vaguely similar. But it's not the same track. For instance, the last two turns were not this far apart. Or last long turn, was it a double apex, or was it just a rounded turn? I don't remember. Whoops. That was R1. Yeah, I don't know that you need to break through there, and it doesn't matter at this point, because we're not going through there again. Wow, AI. Learn to use your damn brakes. Jesus. I have an emote for that. I think it was my first emote. But it's not that great. But it's there. I think it's a follower emote too, so anybody can use it. I'm just gonna get pile drived into the wall by the AI not braking anyway. I might as well do it myself, right? That is just a yellow blob back there. Yeah, that one, kiosk. The yellow blob was the Fiat. Apparently. Save game. Slot 2 overwrite. Alright. Let's just finish up all these races, because why not? Oh, this track. Yeah, I don't know this track either. Like, I'm aware of its existence. That's about the extent of my knowledge, though. I've seen it before. Alright, I'll figure it out. Curved front straight's always a good sign. That's a... Anyway. Pump. Can you not push me out to the wall, please? I want to overtake you. Much tighter. Much tighter. Once again, much tighter. The massive AI is back there somewhere. Punch it out. Go. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's really not enough pixels in the map to know that that's coming. Like, that just looks like a smooth bend to me. There's not enough pixels. Who cares if I'm a little wide? It's good enough. I was late on the brakes. Yes, hello. I'm here, please. I wonder if I can go flat out to the section up here. No, not with the steering acting that way. Definitely not. I wouldn't have been able to take it flat regardless. Yeah, thank you for punting me. I was trying to slide through there because that's the line I ended up on. Jackass AI. Am I really gonna lose? I am. Hello? Someone made this track for AC, I'm not surprised. Game? Okay, figured it out eventually. Sure did seem like it was crashing there, but no, it was just taking its time. Okay, let's try to not drive it like a Muppet this time, now that I vaguely know the layout. I didn't get the switch over fast enough. Pump. Oi! I want to get to the inside, but the AI are in the bloody way. Sorry, S2, but my line. Yeah, I can utilize explosives line when I'm racing against the AI, but it's hard to do it in the license tests. I tried to slow it down, but the steering through there is just kind of difficult with the way that the track curves around leading up to it. I know where the track goes. Vaguely. Go away. There's a line there somewhere. A line that I should take and am not. Ah, balls. Probably could have carried a little bit more speed through there. Oopsies. So I just turned into Howard from Big Bang Theory? I don't think so. What makes you say that? Okay, I won this time. Oh, I see. Well, he's not the only one that says "oh balls." I didn't win a car this time. Yeah, see, that's why I have to save to slot 2, because there's literally not enough space on the card in slot 1. Which, keep in mind, in theory, it shouldn't matter on a PS3, because we're talking about, like, kilobytes of data. But because PS1 games don't really understand that otherwise, they just made it act as if it was what it is, so... Yeah, you still have to deal with memory cards. And the best part is that you can't just switch memory cards out as you go. You have to go all the way back to the main menu, right? Like, wait. Oh, never mind. I lied. You can actually just switch them here. They thought ahead. Alright, let's do this race. It only requires a B license. It should be easily doable. One would think. Having said that, I probably won't do very well. Yeah, this is the full version of the first race in this series. I just don't know the, Yeah, no, that's very different from the modern version of the Rome circuit. Oh. Yeah, that's fine. Just push me along. There's no road ahead. Oh wait, no, it's all rendering in. Okay. I don't know the track. Yeah, PS1 rendering indeed. The shame of it is that, in theory, the PS3 has more than enough power to render even further ahead than a PS1 could, but, you know, it's acting as if it's a PS1, so that's not a thing. Look, I've been punted around by you guys, so it's only fair. Does curb boosting work in this game? I don't think it does. Yeah, and that's exactly why the fog effect exists in so many older games, is to hide geometry and stuff not being loaded in like 50 feet in front of you. Because the consoles at the time were just not powerful enough for these more advanced geometries to be loaded in like that constantly. This turn exists. Oh, that was an invisible texture on the back there. It's okay, I still got plenty of time to catch. Getting bullied by the AI because they're on freaking rails. Like, literally, they do not move. You could move AI around in GT1, but not in this game. Nope. Okay, you can kind of move them around. Well, they mostly stay where they're supposed to be according to their programming. Which allows you to do that. If there were better controls in the replays, I would consider scrubbing through them. But it took until like GT Sport for them to implement proper controls. I mean, yes, GT 5 and 6 kind of had something, but they were still not very good. So, yeah, let's not bother with that. They could have also massively improved the write time for the saves, but they didn't. But that honestly might be a game issue more than a memory card bottleneck on the system side of things issue. So that one's forgivable, at least. I think I want to go do another license, because I can. International C is kind of a weird license. J-turn? Really? Oh boy. J-turn and a Miata. Am I at least gonna get a countdown this time? No. I apexed early. How do you do it? By sliding over the curb, I'm barely staying on the road. Got it. Sure, I didn't have my thumb on the button, but whatever. That was horrible. But was it good enough for silver? Yes. Cool. I'm not gonna retry that. Oh boy, another Sylvia. Hold X. Could not get it to stay rotating. I did not have my thumb on throttle again. Too much. Please turn. That was slower because I didn't get off the curb, but I was trying to straight line it as much as possible. Either way, silver. Good enough. Multiple corners, one open. You must accelerate hard out of the second turn to score good. I'm not familiar with any of Peugeot's modern stuff. Damn, I didn't get to the pause button fast enough. I could just exit out faster. Wasn't holding throttle. Well, this is gonna be slow as balls, but I made it. I say slow as balls, it's still a silver. Yeah, 290-degree corners, in fact. Try that again. Just need to get the second part of it better. Like, the first part's not great, but it works. Not great, not terrible. That's cursed. Sure. Well, oh, that didn't change me. Oh well. A blind corner that is hard to read. So it's a street circuit. Close enough. That was horrible. But it was still a silver. I don't think so. No, I think only like GT4 had that. I don't know if GT3 had it. I could not screw up the second half of it so frequently. I knew it was that track, I just still never called it that. I'm gonna try one more time. But yeah, no, especially with how they have it modeled, it's not great. But they kind of have to ensure that you can't cut the track. Stupid American boat. Yeah, the first time was better. And it was silver all 3 times, so good enough. Yeah, I mean, that's not surprising. That's not an easy turn to get right most of the time. Red Rock Valley. Hey, I actually know that one. Ish. I at least should know the layout of it. Carry speed in, brake partway through, and then carry speed out what's left. Not quite a gold. Definitely could have carried more speed through the second half. Let's try again. Also, is that a Supra? Oh, that was slower. It? Yes, thank you. I'm aware it is. It's a joke. Alright, I want to try that again. Nope. Apparently I looked back right at the end. Late and horrible as a result. Again, apparently I hit L1. One more time! I want to do it. I was late to the throttle, but good enough. Alright, enough of that. I made it well enough. I could definitely do better, but I don't want to spend all night just trying one test. Longer section than the last test. Sure. Yes, more Supra indeed. Damn it, now I have to get it right and continue along. Oh boy. Keep my thumb on X. At least don't lose a little bit of time at the very beginning. I don't know, it might have been a little bit longer. Doesn't really matter. Thank you for eventually kicking down into fourth. That was horrible. But it was silver. It seems like most of the silver times are... You don't have to do it anywhere near perfectly as long as you do it well enough, but the gold times are you have to do it maybe not perfectly in every instance, but pretty damn well to get it right. Ah. 600ths. Oh well. Good enough. Midfield. Hardest section in Midfield Raceway. Oh. And a front-wheel drive Celica as well. Goody. Goody. What is grip? Only you had the power to actually do that competently. Power and the drivetrain. Kind of surprised it didn't invalidate the run there because of how far over the grass I was. Oh, please. Ah. Whoops. Good enough. As long as I'm actually getting the silver. Although I haven't gotten a single gold in this one, but that's alright. Looks like it's the same section, just with an S2 instead of a Celica. Too much. Whoops. You'd think I'd know by now to just have my thumb on the button, but evidently I don't. Not terrible, I guess. How much does the demo slide it through there? That was legal? Yeah, he slid it and maximized everything, pretty much. I don't know what that line was, but apparently it was legal. Then again, I've been cutting that grass so much. Not that grass. That was the wrong sort of cutting the grass. One more time. Okay, that one was too much. One more time again. Not purposely, I'm not. That was a bronze. Alright. The original time was good enough. Oh, good. Rome. Just don't be that one turn that I never got right. You know, having a mini-map would be great. Well, it wasn't the bit that I never got right, at least. Was faster. Still not a gold, but I'll take it. Alright, final one for the... Oh no, Seattle. Oh no, what part of Seattle? Not just Seattle, but GT2 Seattle. Okay, this part. Yeah, I'm way off of the time. Okay. Yeah, this is definitely gonna be a gold-free license. How is this a bonus? This is the entire objective. Well, my current objective is to get silver. I won't do all gold, but I'll at least do all silver. Wide. I'm with it. Good enough. Speed, not much, but a little over a tenth off. I hadn't missed that apex by a country mile. Please turn. You know, that didn't look terrible. In fact, it was so good that it was almost a gold, if it had been a tenth faster. Alright. Well, I'll take that. What's a gold look like? 1/10 faster is what it looks like. That was 2 wheels. Yeah, they're slamming into the barriers too, so it's obviously okay to do. And then it shoots off towards the wall because the AI takes over, but also slams on the brakes. Bloody bump. Yeah, close enough, right? There we go. I have an IC license. Yay. That just leaves IB and IA. Let's see, what's the final IA license? Super Fast Corners 2. International B license required. Super Fast Corners, Rally, Hill Climb, Downhill. Yeah. What about IB? Ah, yes. Oversteer in a front-wheel drive car, my favorite. I want to see something. I'm not going to actually do this, but I want to see something. AI goes pretty crazy. The demos go pretty crazy with the regular things. How about with the rally? Surely that crazy style of driving is going to work just fine here, right? You know? It does. That's very wide. Fair enough. Yes, OBS have issues encoding frames on a black screen. That is the perfect time to do that, because nothing is happening. Alright. Well, it's pretty much the top of the hour. Yeah. You could say that it's technically a little early. I could keep going, but I think I'm gonna wrap up the stream here. The PS3 has been pumping out heat constantly for the last 3 hours, and I prefer not to extend that to 4. Especially since it's a little cold outside to be running my air conditioner. And... well, yeah, that's basically it. It's just hot in here. I'd rather not continue pushing the PS2 to pump out more heat. Good fun, though. Plus, this leaves me more to do the next time we don't do FNR, which will probably be next week. Right, Max? Not listening right now. He's busy doing dev stuff. Yeah, no problem, Bulldog. Thanks for hanging out. Like I said, this will definitely return at some point in the future, because I still have more to do in this. And unlike GT1, I feel like there's more variety for me to do without just literally repeating the same few events to grind out enough money to get more things. I feel like this is just slightly more refined, slightly, than GT1 is. Just slightly. Data transfer. Convert. Huh. Neat. I'll have to look into that maybe sometime. I wonder if you can duplicate cards. I guess I can look. Even if I technically can't, I might be able to do it on the software side of things. Let's see, where is it? No. There it is. No, I guess I can't from here, at least, do it. Also, this is freaking rude. You can make an internal memory card for a PS2 on a PS3 that can't play PS2 games. That's fucking obnoxious. Anyway, I am... Why what? Yeah, no, I mean, I imagine that it's... Shut up, bot. Just they never programmed that in. And I do have one of the earlier runs of PS3. This is just one of the later runs of the earlier edition that doesn't have either of the PS2 chips, so. Oh well. I'm gonna go grab that, so BRB. Alright, and as my main display goes back to the computer, don't need the controller anymore. Yeah. That's it. I didn't look at what the temperature was, but the fan ramped down after like a minute, or started ramping down after a minute, so I'd imagine that the CPU was getting down towards at least 50 degrees, if not cooler, since that seems to be the one that runs hotter. I guess that makes sense, but also, I don't know. I don't know how hot the RSX runs compared to the CPU. Maybe it actually still has better contact with the heatsink than the CPU does. Either way, I should probably replace the thermal paste at some point, like I've said many times before. But that involves ripping apart a perfectly good and working, functioning console. Not sure I want to do that, honestly. It's not great, but all it's going to do is make the fan run quieter. It's still going to make as much heat. Oh well. It's not like it's running super hot after all. It can keep it at 62 degrees without ramping the fan up at least too much above 50%. I don't know how fast it's running. I can't check in a PS1 game, because it only works on the home screen and I can't easily access that. Oh well. Anyway, when's the next stream? I'm just gonna run this one. There it is. Tomorrow night. That's when the next stream is, because of course it is. More GTA racing at the usual time. Yes, racing. I know, I've said many times in the past few weeks that it would be Hunt the Streamer. If you were around last week for GTA racing, you might know that, yeah, no, it got pushed off again. EJ is down in he's somewhere. I honestly don't know where he is. But the fact that he's away on the weekend of the Miami GP is a little bit suspicious. But yeah, anyway, he's off having fun with his bachelor party or whatever. Whether it's happened or not already, I don't know. I don't really care. It's not for me to care about. I wasn't invited, so it's none of my business. Either way, because EJ is away, no Hunt the Streamer. I mean, we could still do it, just not with him, but that has never happened, I think. At least not officially through his community. Anyway, no Hunt the Streamer means more time for racing. Yay! I mean, personally, I prefer it. Hunt the Streamer is entertaining when you're a viewer, and when you're in a chase as the hunter, and it can be fun as the hunted. But when you're just driving around the city trying to find him as a hunter and you've not seen any trace of him for like 30 minutes, there are multiple emotes for that. Oh god, I forgot that I have that emote set. Oh boy. Thank you for the gift sub, whoever gave me that, but dear lord, that's a lot of sub. Yeah, I have a sub to Lethal Frag at the moment. He has a lot of emotes. Where is it? Did I not have them bookmarked at some point? I might have, and it didn't get... Oh, it's collapsed, that's why. Yeah, anyway. Never mind that. It can be very boring as a hunter at times during Hunt the Streamer. That's the point I was trying to make. Oh well. Yeah, like I said, racing tomorrow at the normal time. Again, apologies for ending a little on the early side, but it's already feeling a little bit cooler in here just because there's not a fan pumping heat out constantly, just the other side of my displays. Yeah, I know, that sounds a bit silly that it's already dropped, and it's not really dropped, but just the relative heat in here, right in my specific area, has gone down, because, again, there's no longer a heat source over there. So, yeah, I want some time to cool off my room. Plus, I was still live for 3 hours. You know, it's not like I only streamed for like 30 minutes and I'm calling it a night. Or an hour like I did back in April. No, March. To be fair, I was sick, so I had a valid excuse that day. Anyway, enough dilly-dallying. I am going to run some ads on the way out, as I usually do. If you don't want to stick around for them, that's fine. That's why they're at the end. You don't have to watch them if you don't want to. Of course, I always appreciate it when people stick around and watch them, whether they have a sub or not. But, again, ultimately it's up to you, and Dingle is spamming haha cats. Oh, boy. Anyway, that's going to do it for me tonight. Thank you all for watching, and good luck finding my haha cat. Also, hopefully, I'll see you next time. Later.